Let him play again.
Read Simon's doc. I read Simon's doc. And you did all of this to me.
I'm not sure if y'all can sense it. I can. Because I'm not a fucking dumbass like y'all Saintontas, right? So like, he literally was like, I read Simon's doc. And you did it to me. He just read it, guys. He simply just read the doc for 2 hours and 50. There was no bad faith, right? There was no ill intentions. He merely just read it. So why am I going after Saintontas for only reading? Yo, Simon, is this the man that you are going to be standing up for? Is this your literal employer that is going to be throwing you under the fucking bus and is asking me why am I not going after you instead of Saintontas? And you know what's the best part, Simon? Hey guys, so today marks the day one of our continuous attempts of showing Saintontas the definition of the word consequences, holding him accountable. Because who could have imagined that Saintontas, in fact, did not publicly apologize, remove my videos from his channel, as well as stop mentioning me. Yeah, I could have never... I really thought that Saintontas were gonna apologize, right? Yeah, I could not have seen this coming, so I didn't even prepare anything. Because I really thought my first video was so good, he would have just crumbled instantly and apologized. So, unfortunately, it looks like this will be a long and drawn-out battle of attrition. It very, very similarly reminds me of Napoleon Bonaparte's war against... Wait, what? Stop the music. Great. Now I got my train of thought destroyed. And I'm gonna be very sad. Yo, add crop this part out, right? Otherwise it's gonna be a -$5. It reminds me of this battle by Napoleon Bonaparte during his invasion to the Russian front. So a little bit of a history lesson, right? Napoleon Bonaparte was basically one of the best conquerors of Europe. He basically declared himself the emperor, right? The first ever emperor when he rose to power, basically unstoppable, all the way up until the year 1812. Which by then, he decided to invade our country, right? The country where our came from, which I just thought is super, super poetic. He decided to invade the Russian front, all right, on the year 1812 with some 600,000 men. To kind of fast forward history a little bit, by the end of his campaign, out of those 600,000 men, less than 30,000 came out. And subsequently, within the next 3 years on 1815, Napoleon finally fell. Okay, he didn't like go next, right? He lost in the Battle of Waterloo, in which he's gonna be exiled and eventually passed away in game, right? So today is gonna be Mr. Saintontas' march towards the Russian front, except it's in Singapore. So the thing we are gonna be talking about first today is basically how Saintontas carries himself where he doesn't have the ability to pre-watch, to pre-analyze, to pre-beg his audience, his chat, his Discord, to feed him argumentative points in his glue discussions. And when he actually has to think for himself on Twitter, you can see the argument and the line of reasoning Saintontas has as an individual. So this was our very, very first tweet. You wanted my attention, so here it is. By directly calling me.
Call out, I don't know if Pokke has it in him. I don't think Pokke is ever gonna mention my name ever again. I don't think Pokke is ever gonna mention my name ever again because I am his father. I am Pokke father.
He is, and never is.
And he knows it.
And never is, right? So this was the very, very first tweet in which we started. Subsequently, when I ended the stream, we had our first battle. You know how there's like, history, right? History. There's like the battle of mid, battle of what, battle of whatnot. So this, I will call it the fateful day, the Battle of X, the first Battle of X. So chat, what do you think Saintontas did after I ended my stream and he started to initiate his first attack? What do you think? What do you think was his first line of defense? Please make a guess, guys. Yeah, I want to make this as interactive as possible. Slander, sparks his wife, plays victim, crying. Okay. Oh, they're calling me Hassan. Oh, I see. For saying better manage your resources already. Oh, I see. Genshin Impact. Plays victim. Okay, so you guys are kind of there. That's what he did on stream. Alright. Yeah, in his now privated VOD on Twitch, he essentially cried and played victim for almost the entire stream while not addressing a single allegation. Address me. Not a single one. Not a single one out of those 25 clips. I think there might be more. Did he address? Because his line of reason is because, oh, MrPokke didn't read the Simon document. Wait, MrPokke made this video in bad faith. I don't need to watch this, right? I don't want to reply to this. Oh, instead what I'm gonna do is to weaponize MrPokke's kindness, where MrPokke, out of complete good faith, by the way, changed the thumbnail so that I cannot hurt Saintontas' soft baby wah feelings. Alright? And he weaponizes my fucking kindness. Ooh. You're done, buddy. Right? You're done. So with that, as poetic as it gets, since he decided to weaponize my kindness, he has also decided to not just go on ahead and use that as his main line of defense for his entire stream, almost the entire stream, aside from pity farming from the Simon document. He has also decided to fully transform into Tectone by creating this new narrative that MrPokke called me this word. Yep. This is now his first line of defense, right? This will be his whole new narrative. So out of every single allegation that I have addressed to Mr. Saintontas, the only thing that he could have derived is that I called him this. And that is where he wants to choose his battlefield. This is where he wants to start, alright? Which I would say it's actually not too bad of a strategy because he just yoinked it from Tectone. Yeah, because Tectone went live when I was middle of streaming and said, oh man, MrPokke kind of fucked up the thumbnail, right? Because he's basically insinuating, yep, just like how Saintontas insinuated so many different content creators for being PDFs, for being whatever it's gonna be.
And you want to know what I have to say about that? All I did was compare Maggie, a childlike character, to Rosia, another childlike character. And if you're going ahead and you're the individual that's trying to go to the next level with that, if you're trying to imply that there's a deeper meaning to that, all I said is he's a fan of Maggie and he's a fan of Rosia. That's it. And if you're an individual that's trying to take that to the next level and imply something like PDF, you're essentially saying that every fan of Maggie or every fan of Rosia is a PDF. That is literally what you're saying.
Oh, hey, Jenna, if you're gonna publicly comment on the issue, can you make sure to show your DMs with Lakari first? I said I was gonna save that one. I said I was saving that one. I heard y'all were best friends. That's going in the video, by the way, so don't worry about that one. That one's going in the video. He thought he could take a shot. What a little pussy. Ooh. Now I know, now I definitely know why he S6 that Rosia. Now I definitely know why he did it. Hey, after I found out about Lakari, confirmed.
But now, because Tectone has given Saintontas this idea, this will be his thought logic instead of just relying on a Simon document. Because I think deep down, Saintontas also realizes that Simon is not even that strong of an argument to begin with. Now, why do I say that, guys? Why do I? Yo, Saintontas, would you be surprised to know if Simon is actually talking to me? Do you expect it? What do you think will be your reaction? Saintontas. Ooh, the plot thickens. Ooh, was Simon a double agent all along? Ooh, so I don't say these things trying to like prove no bro or whatever, right? So let me just show this message that right now the time is 9:26 p.m. This happened 2 hours ago. Bro, if you laugh, Saintontas cries to farm Simon's sympathy again.
Dude, this might be sadder than the 3.1 story. I'm gonna be honest.
So, yo, Saintontas. I don't know what seems to be the play anymore. It looks like there really is just this one line of reasoning for you right now, which is basically this. Right, this at this point is your only line of reasoning, because the more you try and lean into this Simon argument, the uglier it is going to be for you, very, very, very badly, right? As a matter of fact, you know what? If you don't want to address my allegations, I can address yours, because it takes me like 10 seconds. I don't need to yet for 4 hours being on the same point, right? So Saintontas basically said MrPokke lied, saying that Simon never told me that his father has cancer. All right. When he shows up the message that Simon recorded, in which he did in fact tell me that his father has cancer. Now, if you were to take a look at my video right here, right? If you were to take a look at my own video right here, 3rd of July. 3rd of July. This is the day that I decided to let Simon go. This is the 3rd of July. All right. Now, my argument right here is throughout this entire time, until before I let Simon go until this day, he has never told me his father has cancer. In which Saintontas decided to say that I lied, because he did, right? Now I have the exact message, right? I have the exact message, and let me just dismantle and address your allegations right now. So here is the message, bar for bar, right here. In our entire time talking, the entire time, this was the first ever time Simon told me his father has cancer. And guess when did this happen, guys? More than 1 month after. It's August on the 7th. 1 month later, the only result, by the way, the only result that he has ever mentioned to me that his father has cancer. Unless Simon deleted his message to like bamboozle you and your entire argument, which I don't think makes any sense, right? This is the only time in our entire DM that he told me about this. So, Mr. Saintontas, I have addressed your allegations. Now, would you kindly address any of mine in the videos that I've made, right? Okay, because I was really, really interested on seeing this, by the way. All right, I was really, really interested on seeing this. How do you change a warning to a strike? Because maybe you couldn't digest a 1 hour long video, right? So I'll just make it super simple for you, all right? It is just one allegation, just one, right? Just one allegation. Saintontas decided to not address me. Can you please clarify if you misspoke, mistyped, misrepresented, or misinterpreted the difference between a warning and a strike? Because there is a difference, guys. Warning, it is your first offense. Right? A strike, at least when it comes to the community guidelines, is when they actually strike you. And that will be like 1 out of 3. So, what seems to be the reason as to you saying you receive a strike for harassment and cyberbullying? Is it option A or is it option B? Now, chat. Saintontas actually addressed this allegation. Except he doesn't do it on stream, right? We had our war of Twitter, right? The first battle, the war of Twitter, right? So here is how Saintontas addresses this allegation. Okay, I was a check to be completely fair. Do you think this allegation is like very hard to comprehend? Do you think I'm just bad at English? And maybe he doesn't even understand what I'm saying because I'm from Singapore and my English is not that good? Or is it like a pretty straightforward address? Is it G? Is it fine? MrPokke. One, if you think that this is easy to understand, kindly type 1, right? If you think this was easy to understand, kindly type 1. And there it is. Okay, so I think it's a pretty straightforward allegation, right? Was it a warning or a strike? So here is how Saintontas answered my allegation. Here's how he answered my allegation. Yep. The brilliant Mr. They Hate Me Cause They Ain't Me Saintontas addresses my allegation with a gif. Like a Facebook boomer. Very, very good. So, you can kind of just tell he doesn't want to go for it. He either doesn't know how to address my allegations, or he simply refuses to address my allegations. Bro, the title of today's stream is literally Address Me, right? So he cut, right? He replied with this, to which ladies and gentlemen, the Twitter baiting has worked and Pokke is hooked. More details tomorrow. And I think this is the first time I've ever seen someone using the 8 with the little bracket as a way to show a smiling face. This is how he addresses my response, right? My response. Which is, patience is a virtue. Yep. That is his address. So Saintontas, okay, because I don't like to lie, right? I don't like to misrepresent or whatever, because for example, right, if you take a look over here, so Saintontas likes to use this thing called the official, right? Official confirmation, right? Bro, okay, I'll get all this later on. So the official confirmation, MrPokke intentionally called me this word so that his community will blah, blah, blah. So because that's gonna be the case, I believe I have every right to say, Saintontas, I have received official confirmation from Saintontas that he refuses to address this allegation and he wants to say it's all according to his plan. And that he will use patience is a virtue, right? This will be my official confirmation, to which he ceased to reply. Yep, he stopped replying. For the first time in such a long time, Saintontas actually decided to stop replying. So I basically said, oh yes, bro called me this word and his hate got big. Because I know he is literally reading, right? He is fuming in his Discord. And his Discord is like so confused. How the hell is MrPokke getting all these messages? How many Teemos did bro plant in the Discord? Yo, Saintontas, what if half of your entire Discord is just me? I'm literally living your wars, bruh. Do you think over 1 year, I wouldn't have like a kabillion Teemos planting the Teemo mushrooms? Because he was really purging his Discord, trying as hard as he could to like remove any potential Pokke spies. And yet, I still have it. So, better luck next time, bucko. And yes, I did want to say, this was me misspeaking, right? I did in fact misspeak this because I said this was a 1v9 because I said for someone prideful of winning a 1v9, right? I misspoke. It's actually a 1v10. Alright, I misspoke because Saintontas said they lost a 1v9. Right? His own words said that he won this 1v9. But actually, it's gonna be a 1v10. So, just a little bit of a clarification. We are unfortunately not even close to being done, right? Because these are just the last responses, right? This was his last response. Before this response, let's just take a look at this thread, right? I think this will be very, very nice, right? So here is how this works, right? This was his, he is inevitable. Looks like Thanos won, right? This was before all that, right? So now that I am here, right? Now that I'm here, not only does he repost his own post himself. What is that ratio, by the way? Yo, 198 likes for 31k views. Ooh. In any case, here it is, right? MrPokke has accused me of art in his thumbnails for daring to whistleblow on his history of editor's abuse and underpayment, painting me as a criminal in front of his audience while having no proof of his allegations in the video. This is the most disgusting behavior I've ever seen in the space, and it's clear that the behavior will become a new normal for YouTube if allowed to continue. Mythic talent. Are thumbnails like these about other creators without any proof or evidence accusing them of horrific crimes or to cover up for their own wrongdoing something you support from your affiliated creators? Wait, chat, why is Saintontas a talent agency again? Oh, okay. Nah, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, bro, I didn't file a single report with Saintontas agency because I know better than to stoop that low and try to target bro's livelihood. Alright? I'm not gonna do that. But that is basically his agency. In any case, this was like his threat, right? This was like his threat on him compiling the evidence that MrPokke has accused him of this word over here, right? Yep, and there it is. Comments from MrPokke's own YouTube video. You can notice him intentionally hard comments right next to ones now calling me this word. He is not moderating his comment section at all and encourages his viewers to repeat these false allegations across this channel. Proof? 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 Where's the proof? I'll be looking forward to when that proof actually comes, because you do said that you want to sue me in for defamation, right? You want to sue me in the US for defamation because you lost on YouTube, you lost on Twitter, and now you want to take it to real life by suing me. So I'll be looking forward to your proof when that day ever comes. And then on top of that, MrPokke knows how his community works with over 4,000 videos over on his career. He's intentionally used these thumbnails to inspire his community to refer me as a this word, much like how his community constantly refers to tagtone. Of course, guys. Of course. Yep. Where's our bingo again? Of course, you know. Bro, Saintontas, you are being way too predictable at this point. So this was basically bro's threat, right? This was basically bro's threat. Oh, wait, there's more. MrPokke is also attempting to blackmail me by threatening to release similar false accusations unless I meet his demands. This is Saintontas' definition of a blackmail, by the way. Alright, so to give Saintontas the benefit of doubt, every single day I do not get a public apology, removing all videos about me, never mention me again, I drop one file. Tomorrow is day 1, W tier 0 professional victim buckle. Okay, Saintontas, the thing is, right, if this was gonna happen to any other creators, why would it affect them? If their entire channel wasn't based off of literally slandering other creators for their entire career. It's only you. Because if you were to do this, bro, I think you will lose like, what, 25, right? Maybe there might be even more now, because we did have a video yesterday. So like you will lose like 26 videos about me, and you can't farm me again. Which you think that, oh my god, you can no longer do content. So because of that, it is such a bad, alright, and to be fair, public apology, right? Actually, these two things might not even be the worst. I actually think if Saintontas don't do point number 1, he might have accepted. But public apology, that is the one that I think Saintontas will never, ever do. You know why? His aura, right? If he ever publicly apologizes to me, to anyone else, and ever takes accountability, bro, he loses all his aura amongst his community. And you know what's the best part, guys? You know what's the best part? He is already losing aura. Ladies and gentlemen, as of right now, the time of recording is gonna be 9:41 p.m. I already have receipts in bro's Discord that his very own community has sensed their great leader bleeding in-game, right? They have sensed that, oh my god, even Saintontas can bleed, can lose, can scatter and like crash out. This is not the Saintontas they used to know and respect, man. Where I thought that Saintontas was like an undefeatable god of like debating. No one has ever won Saintontas, right? And for the first time in such a long time, I don't think his channel has ever seen this style of Saintontas ever. So let's take a look. Oh, it was a misplay. Saintontas misplayed. Saintontas, are you gonna have your own community call you out for you misplaying? Are you gonna take that? This is your own community. A misplay. Why did he private it, I wonder? Referring to the vault in which is obviously gonna be private. Yeah, why did he private it? It was pretty embarrassing, mate. Yo, huge shout out to Wart, Zenith, and Etor Niall. If y'all get banned out of this video, I'm so sorry. But I'm almost certain y'all are getting banned. Because the moment you say anything negative about Saintontas, you are getting banned. Right? Make no mistake. Right? Make no mistake. So, F's in the chat, these three are probably gonna be done. Saint is a drama CC disguising as a Wuwa CC. Otherwise, he would oil up Chang-Li cosplay. I am just tired of drama. Not gonna lie. But he didn't. Wait, Saintontas, you had a oiled up Chang-Li cosplay sub goal, right? For someone that's saying like, oh my god, this guy does sub goals. This guy monetized his audience to make a hit piece about Hoyo versus Zerva. Okay, so where is the oiled up Chang-Li cosplay? Because that does sound like scamming your audience. That sounds like an hour Chang-Li cosplay, right? Because you did hit this sub goal, but it never happened. So where is it? Where is it? Are you gonna give an explanation to your audience that gave you real money, real subs to see this old up Chang-Li cosplay? So where is it? So as of this point, okay, because MrPokke, right? When it comes to me, I fulfill all my sub goals. I literally did the Hoyo versus Zerva apology. I literally did playing love and deep space. Alright, if you guys remember that. Unfortunately, we didn't hit a glow patch, but this is what it is. But when I do a sub goal, I do everything I say I'll do in a sub goal. So this is, as you can see, it's happening as we speak. Right? It's happening as we speak. His entire audience has seen that their great leader, Saintontas, is someone that can lose. And the moment this narrative is starting to take place in his hive mind, it will start spreading like wildfire. We made a choice! Yeah, it will start spreading like wildfire. And like, he has to purge his chat even more now and lose even more of his audience, because otherwise, he will end up losing everything, bro. He cannot have this narrative being spun about him that he is somebody that will lose. Wait, what is this? The maid cosplays are... Okay, you know what? Bro, we're not gonna go there, right? But yes, this is basically what has been going on for Mr. Saintontas. Let me just see. Okay, so this is the last one, right? This is the last one. So here is how MrPokke proceeded to do one of the craziest ratios I've ever done, all in a span of around 1 hour. When I was doing this to Saintontas, I wasn't even at home, by the way. I was literally at the gym after finishing up a morning stream, and I was typing it out with all my responses while hitting backday. Meanwhile, Saintontas is trembling in his castle as it's inevitably about to collapse. So let's see how MrPokke responds to this, right? Let's see how MrPokke responds to this, right? Okay, because we have a lot, right? So this was the one, right? He is not gonna give us a public apology. Did he respond here? No, he didn't respond here. Yeah, he didn't respond here. Okay, this was one of the first. So I changed my files from 1 a day to 2 a day. I don't know why they say the video got deleted. I think Twitter has some bug. But essentially, it was stemming from this statement right here.
Singapore Penal Code 1871? I don't fucking care about Singapore's penal codes. I'm not from fucking Singapore. The fuck? Who cares? Do I look like I'm from Singapore? Oh wait, then I would look like this fucking rat apparently. No. I don't look like him.
Yep. So, because of his statement over here, I decided to change our terms and agreement a little bit. Okay, of course, Saintontas went for the, oh, it was out of context situation. I don't really care. I just don't really care, right? So I would also like Saintontas to learn a Singaporean phrase. Because you're not from Singapore, right? So let me enlighten you a little bit more, right? You have to say this, by the way. You have to say either Bolampa or Hamji. Alright, you have to say it and include that in your public apology, or we just keep going. Also, address me, right? Address me. So this is one of my first response. Okay, this one was really, really good. So this was his original tweet, right? Before he changed the version, he literally was getting community noted. But because he was gonna see that, oh my god, I am gonna get community note, because people are like asking them to verify a community note. He went ahead and changed this version of the tweet to the one you see right here. This is his new version. So that it basically reset it, right? Last edited at 9 AM. Because he cannot fathom what will happen if Saintontas gets a goddamn community note. So he went ahead and involved million talent, but this is original tweet, right? With 177,000 views and 292 likes. Blah, blah, blah. All of the confirmation, right? Blah, blah. And here is my response. Saintontas. The more you don't address me, the more I'm gonna keep coming at you. And I literally said looking forward to the community note because I already see people saying that verify this community note. And the attached screenshot right here is Mr. Saintontas, a very small portion by the way, not even the entire stream, literally outright mass banning his chat. And you will come to notice that as I drop more files in the next couple of days, he has been doing this for a very, 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 very long time. Which is why you are wondering how the hell did Saintontas manage to amass an audience this wide? Because he just bans anyone that goes against him. As long as you disagree with Saintontas, boom, permaban, instantly, right? And he uses that as like a flex. He is very proud that he can ban so many chatters because you're either with him or you're silly or you're stupid or you're the R word, right? So holy shit, oh yo. Yeah, okay, wait, new raiders, new viewers, I promise this is not what I usually do, right? I don't usually ever do this. It is a very, very rare day. Like this is the first time I've done it to this extent for like 1 year. So usually I play silly gacha games and I stare at anime guides. So there's the content that I usually do, right? So if you're here for that, it will not be today. But if you're here for like drama, it is also not what I do on a daily basis. So, but thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, right? Thank you. Okay, as I was saying, as long as you're against Saintontas in his chat, you will pretty much be permanently banned, which is why his entire chat is the definition of echo chamber. The definition. So a couple of examples, right? Badass. How about watching the video? Banned. Are you not gonna watch a band? But can we watch a band? Come on, man, a band. Send be scheming to random ass band. Promise your band. Genuine question band. Band. Ooh, and out of all these bands here, right? Out of all these bands here, the one that I am right, it feels really, really bad. Sarah of the Lake, guys. Yep. This is probably the saddest band I've seen out of all the band people. So to give you guys a little bit of context as to what essentially happened for this particular band. So the context was basically Sarah, a VIP. Sarah has been like our chatter for like almost majority of like the gacha CCs, right? Sarah is literally just everywhere. The context for this band was basically she was trying to defend MrPokke because Saintontas uses the thumbnail for 4.5 hours saying that MrPokke called him the R word, right? But he just doesn't seem to acknowledge that MrPokke has something that Saintontas never will have, which is called good faith, right? He weaponizes MrPokke's kindness.
He's weaponizing my fucking kindness. I don't care anymore. Go fuck yourself. Get farmed, retard. Thanks for the $500, dipshit. Because how do you take an act of kindness from somebody who's just trying to not ruin you and then use that against them? Go fuck yourself.
That, oh no, this thumbnail might hurt his little teeny weeny feelings, right? And he weaponizes this kindness and uses it as a sign of weakness. Ooh, he fucked up.
He's weaponizing my fucking kindness. I don't care anymore. Go fuck yourself. Get farmed, retard. Thanks for the $500, dipshit.
Ooh, he changed. It means that he's scared. He's scared that he's gonna get sued and he's gonna be defamation, right? So in that moment, that is when Sarah was like, okay, Pokke is a better person than Saint. 07. Time to get banned. Because everyone else will retract something when they are wrong, unlike Saint with Jenazad. As a matter of fact, speaking of this particular post, right? Speaking about this particular post, the one with Saint and Jenazad is gonna be this, which till this day he is not even taking back, by the way. He didn't misspeak, right? He didn't misspeak. It is going to be this part right here. Jenazad. Right? I would like to show you guys this particular timestamp at around 1 hour 44 minutes, where we essentially show proof. Show proof that even after he said this in his own accounts, right? That he didn't imply that Jenazad is a PDF. He proceeded to not only say it in his private Discord, right? This is his private Discord. He also says it publicly, live, with an insinuation on people that did in fact pull for Zhao. You know, Danny Zhao is free, right? But Saintontas will never ever take back that. It is not that Saintontas did something as a misspeak or as a misspoke, misrepresent. It is that you took his points wrongly. And unfortunately with that, Sarah is going to be banned right here. Oh wait, what is this?
Hey, yo, Jenna, if you're gonna publicly comment on the issue, can you make sure to show your DMs with Lakari first? I said I was gonna save that one. I said I was saving that one. I heard y'all were best friends. That's going in the video, by the way, so don't worry about that one. That one's going in the video. He thought he could take a shot. What a little pussy. Ooh. Now I know, now I definitely know why he S6 that Rosia. Now I definitely know why he did it.
Mr. Saintontas, address me.
All I did was compare Maggie, a childlike character, to Rosia, another childlike character. And if you're going ahead and you're the individual that's trying to go to the next level with that, if you're trying to imply that there's a deeper meaning to that, all I said is he's a fan of Maggie and he's a fan of Rosia. That's it. And if you're an individual that's trying to take that to the next level and imply something like PDF, you're essentially saying that every fan of Maggie or every fan of Rosia is a PDF.
Alright, so that is gonna be basically how Saintontas carries himself when he doesn't want to address any of the allegations. And of course, when I say ratio, I did in fact mean ratio, right? This happened in half an hour. This was before he even edited the original post. In half an hour. Now, Saintontas, I'm just gonna be frank, I could give less fucks, or technically I could not give less fucks than Twitter likes. I don't give a shit, bro. But when it comes to you, somebody that's constantly being so hummed up on like views and like subs and like follows, right?
And because this isn't happening to Capstream, all the people that hate me are unemployed.
What a bitch! What a nasty, vile fucking cunt!
So, Cap just has
What?
a bunch of unemployed, angry people in her chat. That's why she's getting no subs.
I cannot believe this!
What a nasty, vile fucking cunt!
Ooh, it must not feel very good, does it? To get ratioed in literally 30 minutes. That is gonna be a little bit of a sting. So, Saintontas has decided to respond. He responds with this. He responds with a screenshot that I hearted the comment saying a very solidly made guide. And that this comment was there. So I hit Saintontas. That is a crazy ratio. That is a pretty crazy ratio, right? Very, very, and let's just see how like we have a little bit of the public sentiments over here. Oh, wait, Saintontas, is that your chat? Is that your chat? Ooh, I see. Ooh. Okay, if there are like one reason as to why X can be so entertaining, right, is when the X hive mind comes in and sends in all these memes. All the memes that can be applied to a situation like this, it gets really, really fucking fun. Oh my god, this is a little bit embarrassing. This is that is a little bit embarrassing, my man. Oh my god.
Honk has no friends now. Guys, I have a lot of friends.
There was an almost 5 seconds pause because he was scrambling to try to convince himself that he actually still has friends after this entire thing has been happening around him. Oh my goodness, that is a little bit oh bro, I would never ever laugh at this to like pretty much anyone else, but for you, Saintontas, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mr. They hate me cause they ain't me. Oh my god, man.
You wanna know why? You wanna know the truth about the matter? It's because they ate me. They hate me.
Because they ate me.
To say that I have no remorse is an understatement, right? So very, very good response for this over here. And of course, Saintontas uses that as a screenshot for proof. Official confirmation, MrPokke intentionally called me this, and the community will repeat this misinformation and ruin my reputation. Did I comment over here? Oh my god, guys. Okay, if I show y'all my response, y'all can't laugh, okay? Y'all can't laugh if I show y'all my response. So here is how I responded. Here's how I responded. I am a okay, you know what? That is going to be a very, very interesting take. Yep. Very, very good Saintontas, right? So, pretty decent. We are just gonna keep moving forward, though. We are gonna keep moving forward. So, the timeline here is pretty important, by the way, right? This was basically how Saintontas was trying to use my replies to self-victimize, right? This is his talent, self-victimization, right? Now watch. Here's what happens when Saintontas cast his out.
Down, we'll be asking for reports every day. Yeah. It's too late, brother. It's too late. I'm gonna ask people to report your channel every day. I just need to
Yep, gonna ask, and then this is gonna be the same clip as a follow-up.
Let's go ahead. Let's report the whole channel and reference these videos when we can. That'll be my ask of you guys, because these two thumbnails are just, I don't even care anymore. Like, I think after making these two thumbnails and uploading these videos, I'm okay with somebody's channel getting, like, deleted. Whoa! YouTube told us to mass report! YouTube told us to mass report the channel! So I guess it's allowed, boys! YouTube told us to mass report his channel, boys! We got permission! Report the fuck out of his channel! Do it right now! Report everything! YouTube told us to do it! Spam! Report everything!
He was so happy that, oh my god, he has the permission to cry for help publicly. Publicly crying for help, thinking that it is not gonna be a bad thing. Ladies and gentlemen, in real-time Ultra 4K HD, Mr. Saintontas has finally casted his ultimate as his last-ditch effort by asking his community, sorry to make a post, but I have been falsely accused of heinous crimes by MrPokke through this video. This false accusation has spread and is intentionally not deleted comments referring to me as a... After spreading this, I would... Oh my god, please, guys. I would like you to ask your support in bringing this matter up with MrPokke's talent agency, Mythic Talent, to moderate this disgusting behavior. Please! Please retweet this if possible. He's decided to play dirty. Yep, this is gonna be Saintontas' ultimate cry for help, and bro. I did the guide for Saintontas, guys. You're looking at a guide maker for Saintontas. Do you think I wouldn't know how to counter bro's entire kit? Do you think, Saintontas, that before I started this campaign, that has been in the preparation for, I don't know, bro, God knows how long, do you think I would not have told Mythic Talent that, hey, there's gonna be this schizo guy coming in very soon. I don't know. I wonder what it could possibly be. Keep a lookout. Do you think my talent agency would be like, oh yeah, we know. They know about your ass, and donuts. They literally know who you are. Which is shocking, by the way. My talent agency literally knows this guy. So, I would believe, Mr. Saintontas, you can try, right? You can try to brigade. You can try to cry, right? Make a public video, right? Make a public, oh, cancel MrPokke on his talent agency. I'll be looking forward to see how the brigading is gonna be. Oh, wait, or is that another YouTube TOS?
YouTube told us to mass report his channel, boys. We got permission. Report the fuck out of his channel. Do it right now. Report everything.
Please make a video about it, right? And let me know how that is gonna go. So, to which I have basically said one of basically my hardest... I typed this when I was listening to a Game of Thrones remix. I typed this when I was listening to it. It seems that Saintontas doesn't seem to understand the definition of consequences. Shout out to Gaja Smack for giving me this inspiration. Bold, but mistaken. If he's gonna be this scared within 24 hours by going this far, then I have no reason to hold back. As yesterday was only the warning shot. Winter isn't coming. I am. Okay, I'm not actually coming, but I am. Right? So, we are going to see the dirty side, right? It is gonna be all in up in there. And of course, Mr. Saintontas, you already falsely accused me of being a rat with absolutely no proof. So let's see how low I will go. Me, by the way, how low I will go. Mr. Saintontas, do you think any of these would have happened if, I don't know, if you didn't use the analogies and didn't say your insinuations for your past 1 year in your career as a content creator for pretty much almost every other CC that has a problem with you? Address me, right? So this is your response, right? This is your response because he is not going to be taking it. And also, pretty interesting ratio. Right? Pretty interesting ratio. To which... Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. When I was replying, I know he's like so fucking angry, right? And how do you get on someone that is already so angry even more? How do you get on his nerves even more? Yo, Saintontas, if you're gonna get ratioed by a smiley face almost 7 times your original tweet, bro, I don't even know what you're gonna do, bro. I don't even know what you could possibly say in this. Yo, how about I save you your secondhand embarrassment and give you a word of advice? Just delete Twitter, bro. You are not built for it. You cannot pre-watch on Twitter, right? You have to actually stand on your own 2 feet and try to come up with your arguments or whatever it's gonna be. And it can't be like, oh shit, yeah, yo, chat, How do I respond? Please help me. Please help me. Ask ChatGPT how do I respond, because it doesn't work this way, right? You actually have to think with your own head, like, oh shit, how do I type a response in a public environment that doesn't make me look like dumbass, right? So this is unfortunately not Saintontas' domain. Oh, Kakao TV is coming in. Damn, right? Very, oh, what's this?
Absolutely absurd. You're going so far as to accuse me of crimes like this because you simply don't want the truth behind your conduct to be revealed. And so you decided to, instead of addressing the message, you shoot the messenger. You shoot the messenger and accuse them of crimes like this instead of just addressing the allegations yourself like you should. You did all of...
Bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be real here. This is like somebody getting raped and they go to jail. I'm just going to be honest. That's what it is. I don't fucking care. That is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm the one that's taking the training? I'm the one that's taking the training here.
Instead of just addressing the allegations yourself like you should. You did all of...
Yo, here's a message. Ooh, okay, yeah, you were saying?
This to me because I just read Simon's doc. I read Simon's doc, and you did all of this to me.
You did, didn't you?
Clear.
You did.
Everybody here and everybody
You
in
did,
this
didn't you?
space, you have a lot to hide.
Oh, I have a lot.
to hide. This is
Yo, if there is a definition of projection, they should add Saintontas' face up in there as an example. Yo, by the way, also about this particular thing right here, let me just go back here a little bit.
You have a lot. Clear. To everybody here and everybody in this space, you have a lot.
Wait, no, this part.
Read Simon's doc. I read Simon's doc, and you did all of this to me. It's clear.
Okay, do you notice this very, very insidious thing that Saintontas is trying to do? Do you guys... Okay, this is a expert level high elo scenario, right? Saintontas is basically trying to say, or like, paint himself as a, why are you going after me for making a 2-hour, 15-minute video on a document when you should be going after Simon? Do you hear that? Can you guys sense it? Let him play again.
Read Simon's doc. I read Simon's doc, and you did all of this to me.
I'm not sure if y'all can sense it. I can, because I'm not a fucking dumbass like y'all Saintontas, right? So like, he literally was like, I read Simon's doc, and you did it to me. He just read it, guys. He simply just read the doc for 2 hours and 50. There was no bad faith, right? There was no ill intentions. He merely just read it. So why am I going after Saintontas for only reading? Yo, Simon, is this the man that you are going to be standing up for? Is this your literal employer that is going to be throwing you under the fucking bus and is asking me why am I not going after you instead of Saintontas? And you know what's the best part, Simon? I don't care. I don't care. You have been manipulated so hard. Saintontas could not care, bro. He is already wondering, why am I not going after you? And why am I going after him? This is the man you're standing up for, by the way. If this doesn't wake you up to reality, right? I don't really know what else will. But yes, Saintontas, I don't care about Simon. I never ever cared about Simon. Alright? Otherwise, we wouldn't be exchanging messages, you know? You know what I'm saying? Bro, I know how this entire... I have already read you like a goddamn book, bro. You are using Simon as your Mimo sprite, as your summon red herring to just get my ass upon your back so that I don't go after you and I go after... You wanted me to absolutely destroy Simon and counter against all of his points while leaving you untouched. Nope. My entire existence for the next couple of days will be 100% on you, Saintontas. And you can try this no matter how many times you want to spin it, right? Why am I going after you? I will. And I will keep going. And I will keep going. And I will keep going until you address me. Until you address the gacha community on what kind of person you truly have been for the past 1 year, right? So that is gonna be his response up in there. But in any case, I just thought this is almost poetic. MrPokke is trying to blackmail me.
Well, exactly what's so cooked about this video, and then to see this guy proceed to go ahead and weaponize my fucking kindness. He's weaponizing my fucking kindness. I don't care anymore. Go fuck yourself. Get farmed, retard. Thanks for the $500, dipshit. Because how do you take an act of kindness from somebody who's just trying to not ruin you and then use that against them? Go fuck yourself. Hey, maybe Arikado, this is your future, brother. Get one good drama farm bid, and then, well, good luck. Good luck with the rest of your life.
31 likes. You know what? Hey, fuck it. 32. 32 likes. For weaponizing my fucking
kindness. I don't care anymore. Go fuck yourself. Get farmed, retard. Thanks for the $500.
kindness, Saintontas. Holy shit, bro. I am feeling so much fucking embarrassment for your entire career. It is actually unreal. It is legit. Out of all the things that you could have possibly said to try and substantiate, you really wanted to go to the route of blackmail. You, of all people, are gonna go for this route. That is just fucking crazy, bro. So, unfortunately, this was one of the hardest ratios throughout this entire Twitter war that I had with Saintontas. Yep, and we just ain't stopping because this is gonna be day one. Unless Saintontas actually managed to stop embarrassing himself. So that is gonna be done. With that, I am going to end off this video with this one thing, right? It would be a fucking miracle if this actually happened, but yo, Saintontas. Address? You know the word. Alright, so this is like an appetizer. I will give this one to y'all for free. Yo, Saintontas, you can thank me later. I'll be dropping this free 99. You don't even need to pay for it, right? So essentially, because Saintontas has this habit of banning any chatter that disagrees with him, right? What do you think happens over time, guys? What do you think happens over the course of 1 year when he repeatedly bans and bans and bans and bans and bans on it? What do you think will be the remainder of his community? What kind of person do you think will get filtered within his space and not get banned? Bots. Okay, no, but drones, echo chamber, glazers, all the glazing people. Okay, so I want to just give you guys an example, right? I want to give you guys an example right here, right? So I don't think it's pretty fair to go against individual chatters, right? But this particular chatter, a mod, wait, and pauses. Yeah, this particular chatter, a mod, said something about me. Because they know they can't remove me from their Discord. I'm everywhere, right? It is impossible. Unless Saintontas literally deletes his entire Discord, it is impossible to get rid of me, right? So this mod for Mr. Saintontas hit me with this message. Crispy Morte. Oi, Bogey. I know you're here, you absolute try-hard history illiterate cloud chasing fuckwit walking around like you're the big brain ruler of the modern world, but mate, you got the confidence of a soggy biscuit in a monsoon, your overinflated ego with zero substance. They said you strut about like you invented success, but you're really just a digital limitation of colonial Singapore, all flesh and no backbone, the kind of place the British Empire set up for trading point efficiency, not to accommodate half-baked ego like yours. You wanna be ruler with the strategically powerfully damn matchstick. You've got the arrogance of a British colonial administrator in the 1800s running the show in Singapore while simultaneously treating everyone like NPCs. Yeah, you're about as competent as a rickety cannon in the monsoon. Yeah, historically confused, overconfident, traitorous little gonk. I don't even know what's gonk. Every time you open your mouth, it's like Empire era Singapore restructured to serve trade and strategy, but you just fuck it up with a nonsense. Yeah, bootleg colonial disaster with a Wi-Fi connection. You preach about running things, but you couldn't even organize a street hogger queue without causing a full-blown riot. Yeah, glitchy, over-ambitious, ego-powered muppet. They said you strut like a mini empire with a fancy accent, but your personality is so empty it makes the dogs of colonial Singapore look crowded. Yeah, paper-thin, power-tripping, tea-sipping disaster. You don't command respect, you command eye rolls and pity likes that you're walking, talking, revolution, burning ready of bygone empire. Fair dinkum, I don't know what fuck that is. If arrogance and self-importance build colonies, you have Singapore, Malacca, and the Straits under your belt, but since skills actually goes, you are just a footnote, a failed colonial something, right? Okay, so this is what his mod said, right? And this is how you know the quality of chatters in Saintontas' community is going to be a little bit interesting. So, somebody, I said, bro, wait, hold up. Bro, how long did you spend making this? Oh, like 5 minutes. Type in freestyle. Yeah, it was 5 minutes. No biggie. I'm just such a intellectual buckle. I typed out in 5 minutes. Nothing, right? Ain't no way, bro, just freestyle on Mr. Dookie. Aussie freestyle. You know who we are. You know, yep, we're Australians, right? Yep, we are experts at freestyle. You know how it's gonna be, right? But, bro, I can literally sense this guy wearing a, you know, the top hat from my Reddit. He's like a rhythm mod. Yeah, you know how we are. We're just so good at freestyling. True, right? Okay, so here is a interesting scenario that I would like to showcase, right? So you wouldn't mind if I somehow just put it to a test, right? You wouldn't mind. Because, I mean, you freestyled it. Let's see how this actually goes about it. Are trying to farm aura. This is not even Saintontas, right? None do Saintontas. But it's just that if your own mods are trying to farm aura with an AI generated this, I wonder how is the rest of your community behaving? Address? You know the word. Thank you for watching to the end. Let me know what you guys think in your thoughts and comments down below. Word of the day is gonna be Sun! Join this, go. Use code Pokke for 10% game stuff. All the best, guys. See you guys next time. Bye bye.